Good morning. It's Thursday, June 4th, 8:15 a.m. 2020. 2020 has been one hell of a year. Big pun intended. There's a lot going on these days. Big shout out to everybody protesting. It's respectable and commendable. But at the end of the day, how much is actually going to change because we are out there walking in the middle of the street. And then unfortunately having other groups, come in and try to discredit the effort of African American, Black, Moorish, Hebrew, Israelites, whatever we want to call ourselves, because we don't even know what the hell we want to call ourselves. We don't have no unified name and depiction for ourselves. We have allowed other people to classify what we call ourselves, but we can't come to the table, sit down, and figure out what the hell we want to name ourselves here in America as people of color or with melanin, whatever you want to call it. Again, we got to go back to the basics as a culture, as a people. Until we are able to put our differences aside and sit down at the round table the same way that everybody else does, we ain't going to be able to change shit. Unfortunately, it's going to be some time before we're able to do anything for ourselves, because right now I ain't going to even say right now, we've been in the middle of a war. Black people, we've been in the middle of a war. Black men, we've been in the middle of a war. You know what I'm saying? Since slavery. Did y'all not understand slavery was part of the war? So I still fail to realize how y'all don't understand what the hell Kanye was trying to say. It was a choice. Yes, it was a choice. We either choose to survive or you choose to die for your freedom. That's all he was trying to say. And everybody scolded him for that shit. He took an L for that. But now look at where we at. We got to make a choice. You either going to accept what they're giving you or fight to be freer than where we're at now. As a culture, it ain't just about you, motherfucker. It ain't just about you. It's about the culture. It's about everybody else. It's about your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your kids, your cousins, your uncles, your aunties, your grandparents. It's about everybody that's around you, your culture. Why do you not want your culture to thrive? Why are you not interested in taking the proper steps to get your culture to thrive 100% and not just, 34, 40%? Our culture is thriving at a very low percentage compared to other cultures. And we would rather be so proud. Nah, I'm going to do me. Nah, I'm not going to do nothing about it. That don't got nothing to do with me. Me. Look at what other cultures are doing. People who say me still come together and get some shit done together. Not, I'm going to do what I do over here. I see what the problem is, but I'm going to do what it is that I need to do over here for the problem. No, why don't y'all come together and say, hey, this is what I'm good at. This is what I can do over here. All right, cool. Well, this is what I'm good at over here. We can't even do that. All you people out there that got millions of dollars, all you black people out there with millions of dollars, y'all can't come and sit down at some type of round table If you're not doing it already, if you're doing it, that's fantastic. But we need results, man. We need some results ASAP. If that's what y'all doing. Or is it still me, me, me? I remember Pac saying something about how there are people out here with billions of dollars and there's still people homeless. There's still people hungry. Big shout out to Jay-Z for going over to Africa. I just saw something online where he went over to Africa and built a way for people to get water. Like, that's the type of shit I'm on. Like, I like that type of shit right there. But we need to be able to do that stuff at home. We need to take care of home. So all you people, all you black people with millions of dollars, why don't y'all put your pride aside and sit down at a fucking table for the rest of us? Can y'all do that? Do you give a fuck enough about the rest of us who are out here going through the shit that y'all know was set up for us to go through so that we couldn't thrive? Why would y'all not be interested in sharing that information with everybody else? I'm just saying. I don't get on here and do this shit a lot, but this is the shit that I be thinking about every day, all day. Let's call a spade, man. This is war. It's been a war. And it started from slavery. And I see people out here saying, oh, well, slavery was all about the dollar. It wasn't just about killing black people and making black people do what we want them to do. Man, that's bullshit. It's all of that. More importantly, it's good versus evil. It's righteousness versus unrighteousness. What side you gonna pick, man? In a minute, you gonna have to make a choice. You're gonna have to make a choice. A lot of people don't want to have the conversation. What's gonna happen when they show up to your doorstep with that needle? Hey, we got this vaccine we need you to take before you can come back out in the public. What you gonna do? Oh, I'm not going to accept the mark of the beast. But you don't have anything in your arsenal, or even mentally being prepared to defend your choice. The same choice that Kanye was talking about. Do you have shit prepared for your family? I'm not perfect. I don't have everything prepared. But I got it on my mind, so I'm working on that. We're not perfect. Everybody ain't ready for this shit, but the fact of the matter is it's here. And it's in your face. Like, these motherfuckers is on our doorstep. I watched the movie The Purge, the most recent one. And that shit it looks like what they want to happen. Everybody, oh, it's just a movie. It's just man, these motherfuckers don't get these ideas from nowhere. Look at shit like Outbreak. What the fuck we dealing with now? It ain't quite that exaggerated. Not over here anyway. We don't know what the hell's going on in other countries and what it looks like actually on their soil, because we ain't there. And the information that we get, the news, is all bullshit. We are told what they want us to know. And because you think that's the only solid news outlet that you have, because you're too lazy to get online and research for yourself what's really going on, I'm going to just get up in the morning and watch the news. They're going to tell me what's going on. No, they tell you what they want you to know so that you can remain in fear, because that's how you're being controlled. Fear. I think Kendrick made a song about fear, didn't he? That album is dope. So, wake up, man. Why y'all scared to wake up? You want the blue pill or the red pill? Ooh, the Matrix ain't so far-fetched now, is it? I'm just saying, man, they don't get these movies from nowhere. And, you know, shout out to the Crips, man, for the reason of why. And, you know, I ain't no gangster, but I understand the culture. I got homies that been in and out the culture and shit like that. I don't condone the culture, you know what I'm saying? If I may add my opinion, just because I care about my people. I care about the cats and the brothers who are in the culture. I care about all of y'all too. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want y'all to have to go through that. I wouldn't want nobody to have to grow up like that. I didn't grow up like that. And I know niggas that did, so I understand the difference. And I appreciate both sides of our culture. I appreciate both sides. So, y'all gotta wake up, man. We need y'all, man, for real. I've been watching this shit. I've been coming to tears. Y'all can call me weak, whatever you want to call it, man. I care about my people. I've been coming to tears because I'm like, where am I? Where are the warriors? Where are the soldiers at? Y'all niggas gotta wake up. It's bigger than y'all, man. It's bigger than y'all, bruh. I understand, mind your business. I get that part. But right now, this is your business. These motherfuckers been fucking with y'all more than anybody. And y'all niggas ain't saying shit. Where y'all at, man? We need y'all, bruh. Go to the protests and protect your people. Don't cause no problems if you don't have to, but let these motherfuckers know, man, they can't be doing this shit, bruh. This shit ain't right. Y'all niggas know this shit ain't right. Every day, y'all spend so much time. We plotting on killing each other, bro. This shit has got to stop. The only way that we gonna proceed in a positive manner in our culture and for our sons and for our daughters is for y'all to stop killing each other. For y'all, look in the mirror, bruh. Look at your son's face, bruh. Look at your brother's face, bruh. There's somebody out there that wears a different color from you with a little bit different of a mindset that feels that same way about themselves and about their family, dog. We gotta stop. We gotta stop, man. This shit ain't gonna change until that shit stops. I know that that's how you make your money. I know it's how you make your living. I get it, because we don't understand that there is better out there. We've been duped, bruh. So again, I say shout out to the Crips, because the reason why the Crips started, they was protecting the neighborhood, bruh. Shout out to the Black Panthers, protecting the neighborhood. They only made these factions and these groups because of what they had to deal with. And I'm not saying that nobody else protects their neighborhoods. I'm not saying that. I understand that some do. But at the end of the day, we are stepping on our own feet. Our culture is stepping on its feet because we have crab in the barrel mentality, and we gotta stop that. Until we fix ourselves, We can't fix nothing that goes on in our culture. We have to change our mindset. Our mindset has to shift to love. If it does not shift to love, then we are not going to make it. And it has to be worldwide, but we got to start at home first. Y'all got to, look, man, black men, especially the ones here in America, we're the most powerful creatures on this planet. The most powerful creatures on this planet. Influence, most of the time, and strength, mindset. We've created so much. There's so much that we've created and we don't even know because we're too lazy to go do the research. But we can do research on where somebody lives to go fuck with them. Or we could do research on how to scam and figure out how to get money out of somebody. Go do some research on the shit that we need to know. Outside of making money, bruh. Outside of making money, I promise. If you go do that shit, your life will be even more spectacular than what it is now. If you live in a good life. Shit, if you ain't living a good life, then you don't have nothing to lose by going and doing that research. For real. We get on Instagram all day long. If you don't want to read some shit, get on YouTube and figure that information out on YouTube because it's on there too. And there's motherfuckers on them videos talking for you so you ain't got to read nothing and get the same information. Just make sure that it's a credible source. Anyway, we got to come together, man. The only way this shit is going to change is if we come together. That's the only way that it's going to change. Black men, we're the most powerful creatures on this planet. We have to understand the power that we have. Hey, check this out. This is what I tell people all the time. It's been proven that the human race started in Africa, right? It's been proven, right? There's genetic evidence that the human race began in Africa. So check this out. If it started there, where do you think everybody else came from? Where do you think all the other races came from? If Africa, and we call Africa the motherland, right? We call it the motherland. Where did everybody else come from? Did they come from another planet? Or did Africans circumnavigate the globe and their features and things like that change in order to fit the geography of the land that they decided to settle in? I'm just saying, that's a little food for thought. So why wouldn't we be the most powerful creatures on the planet if we've been here for that much longer than everybody else? I'm just saying, that's food for thought. Why wouldn't we be able to create so many different things because we've been here for that much longer than everybody else? I'm just saying, that's food for thought. Now, the next question is, why do we not know this information already? That's why we have to do our own research. Think about this. Black men, if you had the opportunity to live a comfortable life without having to oppress anybody else with whatever activity you partake in, right? If you had the chance to make money in a legal way, or whatever we call legal, in a peaceful way, if you had a chance to make money in a peaceful way and doing something that you love to do, and something that you know that you would be great at, something you know you could change the world with, would you actually do it? Would you put the time in to do it? Would you put the love? Would you put the blood, sweat, and tears into doing that the same way that you put it in to get the fast money? I've gotten fast money, and I understand the risks. And if I wanted to, I could have been a genius at that. You know what I'm saying? The bottom line is you make choices. You make choices. Figure out what it is that you love to do, bruh. Sis, figure out what it is that you love to do. Go do that and stop following trends. We need more people, especially more of us, young Black people. Go follow your heart. Find your labor of love. Find what it is that you love to do and go do that and be great at that and let people know, have the knowledge of you for that. I'm just saying, I just figured I'd throw the little nuggets out there this morning because this shit been on my mind and I'm just thinking about what can we do to change this shit. These people do not fuck with us. So when we have the people like, I'm not gonna bash our elders. You know what I'm saying? The ones who are in positions to do and say the things that need to be done and said for our culture. I'm not going to bash them. But one thing that I will say is, are you afraid to do what it is that needs to be done for our culture? Are y'all afraid? Do y'all care? Do you worship the same God that most of us worship? Because it doesn't seem like it to me. I'll say it again. I know there's a lot of Black millionaires out there. Why are y'all not coming together for our culture? Y'all see what's going on, man. If you are, then please speak up. Somebody let me know because I don't see this shit. I know there's people out there doing things, bailing people out of jail in the middle of the protests and stuff like that. That shit is dope. It's commendable. But what can we do for people to not have to even experience the protests? Do we have to go to war? Do we pick up and leave? What would America be like if everybody who was dark left? Would it be the same? Would they be supreme? I'd like to bet my money on no. Who built America? Why were unions created? Nobody asked these questions, but these are questions that you need to know the answer to, because I bet you would think about this shit a little different, a little more on the proper perspective, because the perspective that you've been told and duped into thinking about is not accurate. You want the red pill or the blue pill? So we got to figure this shit out, man. We got to figure this shit out. All my people who know me, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. Let's chop it up. Get some things in motion. If we could build up capital to get some things in motion, let's do that. I've been silent about this shit for a long time, but you know that when I'm silent, I'm still thinking. When I ain't talking, I'm still thinking about some shit. So I'm talking a little bit now, but I would like to do. But I can't do by myself. So if y'all ready to do, hit me up. Let's chop it up. Let's figure some shit out. All right. Y'all have a great morning. Hold your head. Prayer without works is dead. So if you ain't gonna work, don't pray. If you ain't gonna work, don't pray. So again, shout out to everybody in the protest. Y'all be safe. Keep pointing out these people who out there starting shit at the protest, spray painting buildings and burning down stores, especially if you see people burning down Black stores. Beat they ass. Fuck that. Everybody else got cameras. It's going to be on camera. Beat they ass. They're going to understand why we whoop some ass at a protest. Stop letting these people burn these cars and shit. We ain't doing that shit. Beat they ass. Especially if they ain't black. Fuck that. And I love I got white friends. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you've been around me, grew up around me, and you know I fuck with you, I fuck with you. But it's a lot of motherfuckers out here who on this bullshit, and we just gotta call a spade a spade. Beat they ass. The peaceful protest, I respect it 100%, but that shit ain't really doing a whole lot for us. We coming out peaceful, we still get knocked upside the head with billy clubs. We came out peaceful before, they still let the dogs loose on us. We came out peaceful before, they still put the damn hoes on us. What the fuck y'all think is going on today? They just using different materials. What the fuck you think tear gas is? That's the new hose, man. Wake up, man. We gotta make a choice. We gotta make a choice. I don't really want to talk about here on this shit what I want to do. But my people who I fuck with, let's put some shit together, man. Let's put some shit together so that if shit hits the fan, we got some type of plan. Martial law doesn't seem too far away from me. And if you're like, y'all, some of y'all, oh, man, you tripping, you bugging, man, you bugging. Just go do your own research, bruh. Go do your own research. You don't have to believe this shit. But just know that there haven't been a whole lot of situations where a lot of people done died on this planet at the same time. Do y'all feel like that shit can't happen again? The powers that be are more powerful than they were back then. So if you don't believe this shit, you can sit there and not believe if you want to. And you're going to be one of the people to lose your life over that. Your belief is going to affect somebody else around you. If you got kids, the way that you believe whether or not this shit is going on and what's happening is going to affect other people. So you need to think about that shit. I told you earlier, it's not about you. It ain't about you. And big shout out to everybody who's concealing legally, who's holding legally. We need more of that. Even if you don't like guns, you still need one at this point. We didn't ask for this shit. We never asked for it. We didn't ask for it when we got taken from Africa, some of us, because some of us were already here. But we didn't ask for it. The reason why we got taken is because we didn't need weapons. We are not a violent people. We have been duped into thinking that we are only violent because of the circumstances that we've had to live under. And I'm pretty sure most black men would tell you, if I had my father around, I'd be a different person. So black men, please get out of the trap. Legally, bruh. Or if you're going to do it illegally, have a plan to get out of that shit, man. Make a plan to get out that motherfucker. It's a trap. We've glorified a trap. A bear is not interested in a trap. A rabbit is not interested in a trap. And any other animal. Yeah, we're not animals, but at the end of the day, they got hearts just like we do. They still pump blood too. So whether we want to call ourselves animals or not, those beings are still connected to us to some degree. Because they bleed too. That's the life force of this planet. Blood. So let's figure this shit out, man. All we got to do is think better. That's it. We got to come together. But we got to change our mindset. We need to know who we are. We need to know where we come from. The Bible talks about a lot of that. I don't believe in everything that it says, but a lot of that in the Bible, I had to go back and reread the Bible from a different perspective, from the perspective of a black man, so that I could decipher which parts are for me and which parts are not. And that's just my opinion with it. I want to live and walk righteous. You know, I'm not perfect. We are working on it, but that's my goal. When I pass away, I want people to be able to say that was a good man. You know what I'm saying? I was blessed to have my father in my life, and I'm still blessed to have my father in my life every step of the way. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't ask for a better human being to have been fathered by. And those of you who know me and who know my family and my pops, y'all know what I'm talking about. That man raised thousands of children. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's part of where I get my compassion from for my people. It's from him. But we gotta pass the love on, man. We gotta love each other more. We gotta love each other more. I was approached by a dude yesterday. I was approached by a dude, you know what I'm saying? I was going to handle some business, and he said, "Hey man, you know, let me talk to you for a minute. Black man, let me talk to you for a minute. You know, I'm trying to stay in the extended stay. You know, it's me, my wife, my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I got a 4-year-old daughter. I'm trying to get some help to get another night. I don't know this man's shit from apple butter, but I saw the pain in that man's face. I don't got no cash on me right now, Chief, but hit me up later." I gave him my card. He called me, and I gave him what he needed for the balance to get another night in that extended stay. I wish I could do that more often. You know what I'm saying? This COVID-19 messed my pockets up too. Messed up a lot of people's pockets that I know. But living is not all about the money. It's not all about the money. Yes, that plays a huge factor in it. And you can get rid of certain problems with money. And money does buy happiness to some degree. But at the end of the day, when people utilize that phrase, money can't buy you happiness, it's what you feel on the inside, what you truly feel. Where's your heart at? Where's your heart at? That's where God rests. I made a post the other day where I said the return of God is the rise of Black consciousness or melanated consciousness. If y'all don't know what a pineal gland is, go look that shit up. Your pineal gland is what gives you your color. Everybody has it. But when you're formed a different type of way because of the geological variables, make your body evolve a certain way, you may not utilize your pineal gland or any other glands in the body as much as others because of the geography that you're in. So that's what makes the difference between being of African descent and being Caucasian. Evolution changes the way people look and the way that people are able to deal with the climate and the geography that they live in. That's why we all look different, because the geography is different in different parts of the world. So the body changes in over thousands of years in order to utilize the geography and the climate properly in order for the body to survive. The body evolves. It's still evolving. So that's why we look different. We got to understand these things. So it's a whole lot that I could talk about, but I don't want to talk y'all head off. But man, if you know me, hit me up, man. Let's figure this shit out. Let's figure this shit out. It's a couple of groups and stuff that I've been looking into. Some shit that I may join. Some shit that I'm interested in because I'm getting tired of seeing us die in the street. I've been tired of it. But we gotta do something. I'm about ready. So do your research, man. Figure out what's going on out here. Oh, what I will say is before I go, there are a lot of white militia groups out here waiting for them to issue martial law so these motherfuckers can roll around like vigilantes. That's why I mentioned the purge earlier. So if y'all think this shit is a game, you better figure this shit out. What you gonna do when the motherfuckers roll up in your neighborhood? Are you gonna be ready? I mean, that's if it happens. But another thing that I will say is those motherfuckers are gonna get a run for their money because they think that it's gonna be like the purge, and it ain't. It ain't gonna be like how the movie was. So you go watch the movie to get an idea, but what you need to know is black people ain't going out like that. We ain't built like that. So if you think you're gonna run up in our neighborhoods like that, you're gonna get something. You're gonna get what you're asking for. Cause we ain't built like that. One thing that you do need to know is we great at surviving, motherfuckers. Y'all taught us well at how to survive. Did you forget about that? You've always had the upper hand as far as weaponry because we ain't violent. You've made us that way. We learned the violence from you. We didn't ask for that shit. These are things that you've created. So either we can sit down at the table like some humans, or we could do it the way that y'all want to do it and be savage. We learn savagery from you. I'm savage. Some of y'all need to understand what the word savage means too. These words that y'all using, y'all giving power to the wrong words. Y'all giving power to evil words. When we talk about evil, this is a battle against good and evil, but we got to understand what we're saying. We got little girls out here running around talking about I'm savage. That ain't no good, man. That ain't no good. So I'm going to get off this motherfucker, man, because I could do this shit for hours. And I've been wanting to talk about this shit, and I'm sorry that it took about 40 minutes, but I could do this shit for hours longer. But we have to wake up. And my people who fuck with me, if you know me, call me, text me, email me, whatever. Hit me up on Instagram, shoot me a comment. Let's figure this shit out, man. Y'all have a blessed morning. If you're going to pray, go do the work. Peace.